Hey everyone, it's Devine and welcome to Divine Miracles, and thank you so much for being here. And it looks like when I was on my break I've hit over 40,000 subscribers, so thank you family, thanks to every single one of you for being here. And I can't even get over that amount of people hopefully watching after all of this. So I'm going to do a giveaway really soon for you all, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit, do some updates and just get it all out so I don't have to do it in the next videos as well. And also I want you to have in your mind number 1, number 2 or number 3. We are going to do a pick a card, card choice, just working with the Conscious Spirit deck for that. I have a new little deck that I got for like $7 that I'm going to use in the next videos, which are going to be the elements, of course, and a breakdown of each of the elements, and also doing a video for the month of April coming up really soon too. But I wanted to tell you, like, I had 10 days where I had a break from everything. I completely wasn't even answering emails or anything like that, which after 10 years I have never really done that. Even when I've taken time away because I'm traveling or whatever, I always answer emails and do what I have to do and book people in or whatever it is. This time I'm just like, no. So I do apologize if you were trying to get a hold of me over the last couple of weeks. Even though I'm back to normal in this last week, I just couldn't do it. You know, I just had to give myself that time off. And in that time we had the kids come for spring break, and we went to Texas and picked them up and then drove them back and then back again and back again. And we just had the most amazing time, especially at the Colorado Wolf and Wildlife Sanctuary, which was just mind-blowing for us, you know, as a family too, as a unit. It was just amazing, and we're going to be doing some volunteer work for those guys. But anyway, I wanted to update you also on things that I was channeling and information that was coming in. Okay, because I have my shamanic healing that I do with you all. I have my own timeline energy healing therapy that I do, and I teach you that, and off you go, and you can do it by yourself. And the shamanic healing I created into a 6-week, you know, really intensive course. And those people that have been doing it with me, they don't want it to end. It's just so cool, and all the things that come out of it. And a couple of hours a week we get to talk. But I wanted to bring in also extra knowledge, galactic knowledge, knowledge that I have probably held myself back from bringing forward, but now really want to. And working with, you know, ancient energies. And I created this type of healing energy called Soul Star Divine Healing, okay? And it's something that we do in 3 parts. And we create a healing plan with you, go over everything that you need, and then I talk you through some visualizations, and we go on to some really heavy healing for you. And some of the things that it does, I just wanted to point it out because I knew I was going to talk about this, and I wanted to be clear because I hadn't brought it out on video yet. It is available at my website, but it will include healing codes and wisdom within you. So we get rid of all the old programming and all the junk and all the crap you've put up with all your life, and replace it with healing codes and a new clothes if you want, and a new light body energy. It accelerates your spiritual path. It has no choice but to do so. You get in touch with higher energies, maybe gods and goddesses and energies and deities that you haven't worked with before. Okay, you clear past programming. Okay, and we've all had programming, no matter who you are. We recalibrate with your DNA, opening up your Kundalini energy, like properly, doing this properly, and also activating different chakra points that you may not have heard of as well. Just getting it all done. We open the 12 chakras and energy portals, as I was saying. And once you get this connection, you know, between the 12 and your Harrow line, and everything starts to open up inside of you, so many things start to change in the physical as well as your spiritual. You need to have both of them working together, and of course your emotions. We heal from trauma. You heal from physical pain. It lifts away because we're going to unlock the emotions that are behind them. It invigorates all of your senses. It gives you release from stress and physical pain. It releases karmic energies and contracts, which is so important. And also the embedded energy that may be sitting like imprinted in your being. We have the full-bodied healing and awakening, release negative curses, spells, evil, discordant energies and beings, open up your creative talent. It actually has no choice. Once you're clear, your creative energy just goes and goes and goes. Finding your true self and activating all the energy within you, opening up your heart, healing, opening up this heart space to connect with the divine, and also allowing the space for true love to enter. Because unless you're cleared and unless you're healed, you're only going to meet someone who's also, you know, struggling to heal and struggling to go through all their crap. So you want to make sure that once and for all you're clearing it out. So this has been something I've been working on, healing modalities and spirituality, for almost 30 years now. And these deeper energies are something that I wasn't quite ready to bring out into public, but I've been working with them for a really long time. And once I introduce you to these energies, you'll be able to bring them, you know, into your life whenever you like. It's not a one-off, okay, here's the Band-Aid, I'm going to do a healing on you, stick a Band-Aid on it, and then you're back to, you know, craziness within a week or two, because there's no knowledge given to you. There's no way of how you can keep the healing active in your life. So with the Soulstar divine healing, it's all about giving you knowledge as well in order to keep on working with the energy and keep the healing working in your life. A positive attitude, of course, you know, doing your affirmations, doing the homework that you're given is going to give you the best results, okay? So if you're interested in something like this, it's available in 3 parts. You can make payments, you can talk to me about it, and if you're a patron on my Patreon page, you will automatically get $66 off of the entire price. So, you know, if you're a patron, you get all the freebies, so, and all the discounts on everything. But also because you guys, if you're subscribed here and you're sharing and you're doing all this, talk to me and I'll work out a price for you as well. Because I need people to be experiencing this magical energy, you know, and sharing it around. When I finally release my complete healing knowledge, you're going to be stuck for about 12 months of study. So it's going to be full on. But if you did want mentoring, or you do want like a reading and a healing or a package or something you see on my website and you're like, hey, can we work something out? That's what I'm here for, okay? I'm not just going to say, no, you need to pay me all this money and, you know, blah, blah, blah. That's it. If you talk to me about it, we can work something out, okay? It's just the same for anything that you wanted on my website. Even when you buy a whole lot of crystals or something, talk to me first. I'll do you a deal, okay? So anyway, I know what it's like to be struggling. I know that. But I also know what it's like to live in a healed reality where you are in control of everything that's going on in your life. And that's what everybody wants, okay? So I'm going to teach you those secrets, etc. So Soulstar Divine Healing, if you have a look at my website, devinemiracles.com, you can go straight to it, to the personal readings, and have a look. And in there, it'll give you a more in-depth look at what's going on and what will happen, and you know what you can expect from the process. Okay, so I really needed to share that with you all. And of course, I hope that this finds you happy and well wherever you are. We're going to do the 1, 2, 3 cards, so hopefully you have that in your mind. And again, I'm using my nice big fat Aura Light crystal. And you know what? I don't have many of these wands left. These are rare. You can't even buy these anymore. Like, if you can, grab them where you can, even though they're going to probably be through the roof because you can't get them like this anymore, okay? But I have a few left. Maybe I have 5 or 6 left of them. So write to me first if you want them, because I don't even know whether they've been put onto the crystal store as it is at the moment. Okay. Now, number 1, I'm using the Conscious Spirit deck by Kim Dreyer. Okay. Now, if you chose number 1, I'm going to shuffle for you. Right, your own path, and the dragons are there, the crystals are there. I follow my own unique path with courage and strength. Okay? Look at this, isn't it gorgeous? All right? And obviously that's just an obvious message for you. It's time to follow your path. But I'm also feeling like there's something inside of you where you're not grounding yourself properly, you're not getting yourself in tune because there's too much activity going on around you. It's like everybody has their own idea of what you should be doing, perhaps, or how you should be doing it, and it's becoming overwhelming. And I know that that was the same for me. I'll hold this back here. That was the same for me when I was beginning my journey. Everyone was like, don't be stupid, it's not going to work, it's not going to do anything for you, and you're just wasting your time, and it takes ages to get noticed on the internet, and you're going to have to do this and this and this. Everybody was so against my path, right? To the point where, there was a lot of ridicule within the family. And so I just got rid of all the ridicule and got rid of all the negativity and did it anyway, not knowing exactly how things were going to work out and not knowing every step of the way. And I think that's what a lot of people do, is they're like, but I need to know for sure if I step into this direction that it's going to be successful. I want to know before I do all of this that when I go into that position that's where I'm supposed to be. And it doesn't work like that. You can't possibly know exactly for sure what's going to happen for you. But what you can do is have faith. And where there's faith and hope, it actually dissolves illusions. It's like nothing, that can't even be in your way anymore. And you're giving this push here. If you chose number 1, you're given a push to be on your own path, regardless of what anybody thinks, that whatever you've been thinking in your mind, this is validating that it's the right thing for you, okay? Whatever that is, whatever you've been thinking or what direction you want to go in, it's telling you. But it's also working very strongly with grounding energies, so making sure that you're doing this and anchoring yourself into the earth, because it's really easy to get yourself very scattered energetically wise, getting yourself scattered because you're thinking of this and this and this and this and all these possibilities. Bring all your power back to you, reclaim your power, ground yourself in, work with your affirmations, and just keep going forward. Don't let anybody or anything stop you, not even yourself, okay? Big message. There it is. Okay, number 2. I hope you can see me okay. It's getting a little bit overcast outside, and when that happens, the lighting tends to change, but I'll do my best. Okay, number 2. Okay, number 2. Oh, number 2, you have embracing change. I move easily and confidently through the changes of my life. Look at this. You see, she doesn't really know what's on the other side or what's going to happen on the other side there, but she's moving forward anyway with faith and hope, okay, which just, like I said, it dissolves illusions. It's time to, this is very watery kind of energy here as well. Okay, so I'm feeling if this was the card for you, then you've been very emotional lately, and maybe it's got to do with the triggering in the planets and the moon and the retrograde and the this and that. But just at the moment, nothing's in retrograde, okay, for a few more days. Nothing's blocking you. It's time to look at the emotions behind a little bit of your insecurities and really start to examine where it all began and why we allowed it to continue, kind of thing. And then just say to yourself, you know what, if I keep on going the way that I'm going, I'm just going to keep on going around in this whole circle thing, like all the time. And you say to yourself, yeah, but if I step out of it, what are people going to think? And will it be okay? And have I made the right decision? And my feeling is if you keep on moving forward, you're not stagnant anywhere. So regardless of whether you think it's you're going to work out or whatever, the idea here is to keep on moving forward anyway, even if you have no clue where this is going to lead you. And as you embrace a change happening, and you can just say, you know what, I don't even care. I'm just going to go with the flow. You know, whatever happens, happens. And every time you get that negative sort of response or that monkey chatter or whatever, you're like, I'm not listening. You know, universe, take care of all that crap because I'm not listening to it, okay? And you do it, you'll notice that you manifest and things happen and doorways open and opportunities come forward. It's really time. If you chose number 2, then there's something unexpected awaiting you, and you just need to make that decision, okay? And make it clear, all right? And you counsel yourself. You counsel yourself along the way. That's what you do. You know, everybody has to do that in order to keep on thriving, is we have to counsel ourselves through all of our doubts and our negative crap and our old habits. We have to counsel ourselves through it and, you know, talk our way through it. And that's how you make it. So number 2, embrace the change, okay? Now, for those of you who chose number 3, let's have a look what you're going to get. Okay, number 3. I'm guessing that's the one. The air elemental. I embrace the element of air, and I'm open to all knowledge and wisdom. Okay? Look at this. Oh gosh. I'm going to try to cover that up a little bit so you can see it. Okay? The air elemental. And it feels like, when I look at this card, it feels like there's something that's transformed and something that's ascended, like within you. Look at all the white energy. It's like you've lifted yourself up into a new way of being, and you don't want to go back into that old way of stuff ever again. It's been a challenging time for many of us, especially, you know, with all these trigger points that have been continually happening this year. Now, this year is going to be one of the best years because we can really eliminate all those pockets of habits that we've done, all that conditioning that we've had, you know, from whatever it is, all of the imprints that we've had in our life, and deeper healing starts to happen. And in this particular card, I just feel that there's been an elevation of who you are, where you're going, and how you see yourself. And, you know, perhaps in the past, people have expected a certain reaction out of you, or they've expected you to feel bad or guilty and, you know, get in contact because you feel bad or whatever, even if it's a negative situation. People have manipulated you into doing what they want you to do, and if you don't do it, then you get treated badly. All of this horrible manipulation and, you know, emotional stuff and hurt and pain that you felt on an emotional level, it's like you've used your brain, you've used logic as well as spiritual healing to go, I don't even know why I've done this for so long. Why have I put up with all this stuff? You know, God, I don't need this in my life. And you've really, you know, lifted yourself into a new direction. Whatever it is that you've done for yourself has been very healing, very spiritual, very loving, you know, very important, you know, for you. It's like the huge turning point in your life. This is where it is, you know, and you've done it yourself. So for all of you who have chosen number 1, number 2, or number 3, it's time now that we keep on advancing, you know, no more of the old programs, you know, and no more of the old ways of doing things because it wasn't working, you know. And as you have to be patient with yourself, of course, along the journey, you know, but as you focus on it being something that's actually achievable or actually quite easy, once you focus your intention on what you want instead of what you don't want, and you keep on focusing on this, you see how easy life becomes. Things just connect. The dots start to connect. The fun starts to happen. The excitement, you know, comes back into your life, you know, and the joy, maybe like something that you haven't had for a really long time, you know. So I hope that you enjoyed these messages. And of course, remember to go to my website, devinemiracles.com, or write to me, devinemiracles@gmail.com, or bedivine@devinemiracles.com, whichever one you want. And you can write to me and we can work something out. It's time, okay? It's time for all of these changes. Embrace it, and maybe work with someone, to help you to get through it and to counsel you through it and show you that you can do it, okay? So stay tuned for my April messages and also for the messages of the elements as well. And many, many thanks to you all. Lots and lots of love, and goodbye for now.